Motion blend. Good evening. Can you hear me? Okay. I'm Uche. I see you as well. Can you guys hear me? All right. Okay. As long as you can hear me very well, that's perfect. We're gonna I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes and see if we're gonna have more people join, and then we can get started. Okay. All right. So how are you guys doing? Everything okay? Yeah, so the weather is changing. It's getting a little, it's starting to get a little cold. So that's the thing. That's the thing with the U.S. The weather is always vacillating. You know. So motion blend. Where are you joining from? Where are you joining from? Okay. Abiola Adeyemi. Welcome to the stream. If you can just put in the comment section, um, let let us know where you're streaming from. That would be absolutely appreciated. Okay. Yes, Mrs. Adeyin, welcome. How is Nigeria? Okay. Motion blend, you're streaming from Kaduna. That is good. Ogun State in the house. Um, yes, it's been a while. Said we move. I miss you guys too. Um, Amuche from Enugu. That's good. Alright. That's good. That's good. So how is Enugu, Amuche? What is the closest state to Enugu? What is the closest state? Amuche, what is the closest state to Enugu? I think I've only been to Enugu once. I've only been there once. Alright. What is the closest state? Amuche to Enugu. What is the closest state? I do miss you guys as well. Okay, Ebony State. That's good. That is good. You just taught me something. Motion bend blend. What is the closest state to Kaduna State? Kaduna State. Kaduna State. What is the closest state to Kaduna State? Motion blend. Can you tell us? You can't hear me very well. Really? You can't hear me very well. So what are we gonna do? Okay, so Castina is close to. So let me make sure. Can you guys hear me very well? Can you hear me very well? Okay, it's probably the connection, but you guys can hear me okay now, right? Okay. So let's go. We ready? Ready? Let's get started. Let me see if I can bring somebody. All right. So we're gonna start. So this time around, I decided to do something completely different. Okay. Um, at some point, we're still gonna do our regular current affairs. That is gonna include anything and everything, right? Because current affairs, there's no limits to current affairs. Okay. But what I want us to be doing is to concentrate a little more on some of the topics that I go through when I do my regular videos. Okay? So there's no question that I'm gonna ask today that will be outside those two videos. And that way it's fair, and that way you have a limited you have limited resources. Okay? You're not just scouring everywhere looking for information. So I just want to make it fair, right? So question number one, you guys know the rule. Any question you get, 2,000 naira fee. All right. So let's get started. Please, 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 I want you to make a note on your own end. Make a note of what you have won. Make a note of the questions you have answered. All right. That way it helps me keep this on track. Does that make sense? All right. Good. So the first person to get the question, right? Give me two examples of type A personality disorders. Two examples of type A personality disorders. Okay, so motion bend, you have yourself 2,000. You are the first person to answer that question. Okay, so 2K for motion bend. Okay, all right. So just to make sure we understand this, right? Two types of the two. So the question was, give me two examples of type A personality disorders. So I did mention this in my video, and if you looked at the video, if you paid attention to what I said, you would agree with me that in this category of type A personality disorder, you have your paranoid, you have schizoid, and you have schizotypal. Those are the three in the A category. So far, motion bend, you have yourself 2,000 naira. You got question number one. Question number two. Which of the following, now you need to pay attention, which of the following is not a type C personality disorder? It's not. Okay? Which of the following is not a type C personality disorder? Is it avoidant? Is it paranoid? Is it dependent? Is it obsessive compulsive personality disorder? Which one is not a type C personality disorder? Okay? Who put it first? Paranoid. Okay. is paranoid. The answer is paranoid. So Adeyemi, you got 2,000. Adeyemi, 2,000. All right, moving on. Question number two. No, question number three. True or false? A patient with schizoid personality disorder does not desire or enjoy relationships. Is it true? So if I'm a patient with schizoid personality disorder, is it true that I do not desire or enjoy relationship? Is it true? True. Okay. So motion bend, you got that question right. 2K. So motion bend, 2K. Okay. So let's recap where we are. Motion bend has 2,000 for first question number one. Adeyemi has 2,000 for question number two. Motion bend has another 2,000 for question number three. So far, motion bend is leading. So let's look at this question. The schizoid personality disorders. These are individuals who do not desire relationships. Okay? They don't enjoy it, they don't desire it. Okay? That's very important. Um, Gideon, I don't think you were the one to answer it first. Okay? I don't think you were. Alright, so again, the schizoid personality disorders, they do not enjoy relationship. Now, this is a bonus question. This is a bonus question. If you answer this correctly, you get yourself additional 1,000. Schizoid, they don't like relationship. How are they different? How are they different from how are they different from avoidant personality disorder? Does anybody know? If you know, you can put it in the chat. That's a bonus question. Okay. Lack of interest. So, Adeyemi, I want you to say more. Who lacks interest? Is it avoidant or is it schizoid? Okay. Who fears rejection? Adeyemi, you're onto something. Who fears rejection? Yes, that's correct. Gideon, this is 1,000 for you. Avoidant, fear, rejection. And this is an important distinction between avoidant and schizoid. Okay? Schizoid, they don't want it. They don't desire it. Okay? They're not interested. Avoidant, they want a relationship. But they are fearful that they could be rejected. So that makes them keep to themselves. Okay? They want assurance that they're going to be accepted. They don't see themselves as being good enough. That's a critical distinction to make. All right, so let me write this down. Gideon, again, make note of what you have won. 1K for you. Bonus question. All right. So there is a personality. Next question. Personality disorder. They are always suspicious of people. They don't trust anybody. Okay? They are very suspicious of people. They do not trust anybody. They always fear you are out to get them, you're out to exploit them. What is that? That's paranoid. Motion bend. You got it first. All right, you guys need to keep up with motion bend. He's taking over this show. So motion bend. You have six. Okay. You guys need. Let me say this. I don't know how many times we have this show now, but motion bend is always, for most of the time, he's always ahead. Um, I am interested to see if there's anybody who is going to be. Okay? You guys need to keep up with that young man. He is flying. Okay? Maybe I'll host the show between. Okay. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can somebody put in the chat? Let me make sure you can hear me very well. Okay, perfect. All right, next question. What is the most common type of seizure in children? What is the most common type of seizure in children? Absent seizure. Motion bend, you have another 2K, 8,000 for you. Motion bend. This guy is bending all of you guys with motion. Okay. There's this cartoon, I believe it's called The Airbender. That's what motion bend. Motion bend is playing computer game right now. He's bending the show. He has 8,000. All right. Again, remember, you know the answer, you put it in the chat, right? Okay. Next question. If someone has a seizure and that seizure is lasting more than 5 minutes, is this seizure likely to be epilepsy or absent seizure? So if someone has a seizure that is greater than 5 minutes, is that seizure likely to be absent seizure or epilepsy? Okay, epilepsy. Motion bend, you have 10,000. 10,000 naira for motion bend. All right, at this point, let's pause. Okay. Motion bend, what are you going to do with the money you have won so far? Can you tell us what you're going to do with this money? So far, motion bend, you have 10,000 naira. What is your plan? Gideon said he typed it first. Is that right? I don't think so. Does anybody in the chat agree that Gideon got it first? Motion bend, they want you to rest. I cannot kick him out. That will not be fair. Okay? I cannot kick him out. That will not be fair. He's not cheating, he reviewed the video just like everybody else did. So, Mr. Gideon, I saw motion bend first. So, let me ask another question. Okay? Give me two symptoms. If you suspect that somebody has epilepsy, okay? If you suspect that someone has epilepsy, give me two symptoms you are likely to see. No, sorry. Two symptoms you're likely to see with Parkinson's disease, not epilepsy. Sorry, I made a mistake. Parkinson's disease. Two symptoms. I'm watching now. Let me see who gets it first. Amy, you're telling me about the treatment. That's not what I want. Gideon, I see resting. Okay. I need two. Gideon, give me more. Gideon. Okay. So, Gideon, you got it right. Okay. Clearly, you're the first to get this one right. So, Gideon, let me keep it up. So, Gideon, you have 2K. Somebody needs to dethrone motion bend. Okay. Gideon, yes, you answered first. We're not dragging that one with you, okay? Nobody's taking that one from you. So good job, good job. All right. So the three things you're likely to see, right? This is not the only thing, but again, I'm keeping this strictly to the video, making it fair. If you reviewed the video, the answers are in the video, right? You will see resting tremor. It's almost like they are rolling a peel, okay? So, and this is where it's important. There's something called essential tremor. There's resting tremor, right? Essential tremor is triggered by activity. So whenever you're doing something, your hands will start shaking, right? It's based on activity. But with Parkinson's disease, even when they're sitting down, like I'm sitting down now, their hands are shaking at rest. Okay? That's a very key distinction. So with Parkinson's, you're likely going to see essential tremor. That's tremor at rest. You're likely going to see shuffling gait. They walk a certain way where it's like they are shuffling their legs. Okay? And then you see something called maxed faces. To see. So again, congratulations to Gideon. You got the question right. All right, moving on. What is the first choice medication? Okay? First choice medication for Parkinson's disease. There are other options, but the number one. So if somebody has Parkinson's, what is the number one drug? You see, who got that? Gideon is levodopa. You got it right. Gideon, you are on fire. I think you're on a mission to dethrone Mr. Motion Bend. So Gideon, you have 2,000 plus 1, 3,000 plus 2. That's 5K. Okay, 5K Gideon. Awesome. All right. Motion Bend, they are coming after you. Okay? Congratulations. So far, Motion Bend 10,000 for you. Gideon, you have 5,000. All right. Next question. Next question. Are you guys ready? Get ready now. True or false? If someone has cluster headache, you need to give them 100% oxygen. True or false? This one is easy. True or false? First person. I'm looking. I'm watching. True. So Gideon's 5K plus 2, that is 7K for Gideon. Alright? Good, good, good. Alright. True or false? True or if someone has bacteria meningitis, someone has bacteria. I'm looking. Okay. Hold on. Samuel, Imo. Okay. Samuel, Imo got that question right. Samuel, Imo, 2K for you. Who is Samuel? Yes, Samuel, you're the one that got it right. 2,000 for you. Okay? Samuel, again, if you're just joining, make sure you keep track of what you have won. Okay, so far we have 10,000 for motion bend, we have 7,000 for Gideon, we have, what else we have here? We have 2,000 for Adeyemi. Okay, and now for Samuel Imo, we have 2,000 for you. Okay, next question. What is the most common cause of encephalitis? What is the most common cause of encephalitis? I'm watching the first person to put it in. The most common cause of encephalitis. Herpes. Adeyemi, 2,000 for you. So Adeyemi, you have 4K in total. 4K. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You guys are doing well. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. All right, next question. Next question. Um, True or false? True or false? MRI. MRI is the most useful test to diagnose multiple sclerosis. True or false? True. Adeyemi, you got that question first. So Adeyemi is catching up. She has 2K in addition. So far, let's recap where we are. Adeyemi, you have 6,000. All right. Adeyemi is catching up with you guys. So Adeyemi has 6,000. Okay, 6,000 for Adeyemi, 1,000 for motion bend, and 7,000 for true or false. It has stroke. Their forehead will be affected. True or false? True or false? If someone has stroke, their forehead will be affected. False. Vivian Chioma is false. You got it right. And this question is important. And I'm happy for Vivian because she really paid attention to that video. Vivian Chioma, you have 2,000 naira. If someone has stroke, it doesn't affect the forehead. That's the distinction between stroke and Bell's palsy. If someone has Bell's palsy, it will affect the forehead. Okay? They will not be able to wrinkle their forehead. But if someone has stroke, it spares the forehead. They will not be able to wrinkle. It spares their forehead. They will be able to wrinkle their forehead. That's one of the key differences between stroke and Bell's palsy. Okay? So the answer is correct according to Vivian Trauma, and that earns you 2,000. So let's recap where we are. Motion bend is still leading, 10,000. Gideon is second with 7,000. Adeyemi is third with 6,000. Then Mr. Imo, you have 2,000. Vivian, you have 2,000. Okay? All right, next question. Next question. All right, next question. Which of the following is the cure? Which of the following is the cure for Huntington's disease? Which of the following is the cure for Huntington's? The treatment for Huntington's disease. No cure. Gideon, no cure. That's the right answer. So Gideon has gone from 7K to 2,000. That is 9,000. Okay. Again, these are all questions from the video. And if you truly reviewed those videos, right, and you took notes, the answer is that Huntington's disease does not have a cure, unfortunately. Okay? Alright, moving on. Which of the following, you didn't hear the question, motion bend. Motion bend, you need to catch up. Somebody is coming for your throne. They are trying to remove you as the number one. Okay? Don't let that happen. Alright, next. Which of the following is the most common cause of dementia? Okay, the most common cause of dementia. Is it stroke? Is it malaria? Is it kidney disease? Is it hypertension? Is it Alzheimer's? I see Alzheimer's from Gideon. Gideon, you are oh, Gideon has officially dethroned motion bend. I wish there was a way to clap for people here. So Gideon has taken over as the number one. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new number one since I started hosting this show. And his name is Gideon. Okay? Motion bend. These people are coming after your position. You cannot let that happen. Alright. Next question. Next question. If someone has stroke, oh, motion bend, I'm sorry your network is messing up. I'm sorry. Maybe your network wants you to relax so other people can win. If someone has stroke, give me 3 signs you are likely to see. Facial drooping, time, arm weakness. Okay, motion bend, time is not a symptom. So slurred speech, unsteady gait, bend, no. Facial drooping, arm weakness, and slurred speech. That's motion bend. Ladies and gentlemen, motion bend has reclaimed his position. So motion bend has 12,000. Motion bend. So if someone has stroke, you are likely to see facial drooping. So their face will be drooping. Okay? And they will struggle to speak. See how I'm able to speak? And you guys can hear me and comprehend what I'm saying? When somebody has stroke, they struggle to speak. Alright? And they can have weakness of their arm. Okay? So those are the things you look out for. I know the acronym FAST, F-A-S-T, right? Facial drooping, weakness of the arm, slurred speech. The time means you have to act. It's not a symptom. It's just telling you that time is critical when it comes to stroke. So again, I'm teaching you guys all this, and you can utilize it in your personal life, right? That's the goal of this. So let's say you are with someone and you start noticing strangeness in their activities. That can alert you, right? That something is amiss, something is alright, something is not the way it should be. and that will prompt you to act, to make a move. All right. Next question. This personality disorder. Okay. One moment they are loving you, another moment you're the worst thing that has happened to them. Their mood is always fluctuating from being happy to being sad. There's a tendency for them to harm people. What is their personality disorder? Is borderline. Adeyemi is borderline. You got it. Okay, so Adeyemi, you went from 4 to now you have 8,000. Okay, Adeyemi, you have 8,000. Perfect. Okay. All right, sounds good. So let's recap where we are. Okay. Let's recap where we are. Choma, Vivian, Choma. I'm sorry for the network. So maybe next time, make sure you're in a position to have a steady network. So so far we have Gideon 11,000. Motion Ben is still leading with 12,000. Um, Miss Adeyemi is now 8,000. Okay. And what else? We have Samuel, you have 2,000. Vivian, you have 2,000. So we move. So going back to the last question, right? That is your classic borderline personality. Okay. They have a labile affect, meaning their mood is always fluctuating. It goes up and down. Okay. They they idealize you today. Tomorrow they devalue you. That's how they move. Okay? So it's important to keep that in mind. Now, next question you have this personality disorder. They love attention. Okay? They love attention. They are very they love attention, they are very dramatic and display sexual behavior. Motion bend, that is correct. It is history on it. Alright. Motion bend has 12,000 plus another two, that's 14,000. It's like motion bend said, I am not giving up my position to anybody. Okay? So that's really good. So far, motion bend is leading with 14,000 now. Motion bend, what are you gonna do with all this money that you're winning? Tell us. So far, motion bend is leading. Motion bend, if you win all this money, what are you gonna do with the money? Your brother needs ear treatment. Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that he doesn't feel well. Okay. And I hope this is a long way in helping you afford him a treatment. Okay. I'm glad you're able to do that to look out for your brother. This is what it's about. Okay. It's about looking out for this personality disorder. They have no problem breaking the law. They, they violate the rights of other people, and honestly, they don't care. Okay? What is this personality disorder? Antisocial. Antisocial by Gideon. So, Gideon, 2,000 for you. Okay? So, Gideon has added 2,000. So, from 11 to another 2, that puts you at 13,000 for Gideon. Okay. Motion bend is still leading. Okay. So motion bend has 14. Gideon is trying to take your position. Gideon is at 14 at 13,000. Okay. Adeyemi, you are at 8,000. All right. So and this is important. This is a bonus question. A bonus question. For someone to be diagnosed officially with antisocial, this is a bonus question. What age would they have to be? For someone to be officially diagnosed with antisocial, they have to be 18. So that is from who said that? That is from Adeyemi. Adeyemi said that first. So Adeyemi, you have additional 1,000. That's a bonus question. Okay. Bonus question is 1,000. All right. Um, okay. So we are making progress. No, Vivian, you did not say it first. Does anybody agree with Vivian? Does anyone agree with Vivian? Um, no. Okay. Yes, Adeyemi, you got it right. All right. So Adeyemi, you have 9,000 now. Are we ready for the next question? So, another question is this. Another question is this. If you have to be 18 years to be officially diagnosed with antisocial, what if I begin to exhibit the same behavior that you see in an antisocial person, but I'm less than 18? What is it? Conduct. Okay. Vivian, you got the question right. Okay. Vivian, Chioma, you got it first. So Vivian has 4,000 now. 40. 4,000. All right. We're moving on. So we have 13, we have 14, we have 9, we have 4. We move. All right. Good job. Again, if you're just joining us, the show is simple. I post videos, medical videos. You watch those videos, you review the content of those videos. Okay? You make a note. All right? And then we have a show and we draw questions from those videos. Each question you get right is 2,000 naira. Okay? And you can win as much as you can. All right? That's how we move. So far we have how many people watching? We have 6, 7. So guys, here's the challenge for all of us. You have to keep encouraging me to do this. In our next live, let's get at least to 10, between 15 and 10 people. Can we do that? Is that something that we can do? I'll post the announcement on our next live, and we're going to have at least between 10 and 15 people watching. Okay? So that's an agreement. All right. I appreciate you guys. So don't don't see this as if more people participate, you're not going to win. No. As long as you study the material, and I'm going to stick with this plan. It's going to all the questions will come from those videos. So if you study those videos, you know what you're doing, you will win. Okay? So as we see, so many people are winning. It's not just one person or two people winning. All right? So again, remember, The only way you can encourage me to continue to do this is by inviting more people. Okay, so this personality disorder, um, they love admiration. In fact, these people, they wake up wanting to be praised. Okay, they want you to praise them. It is narcissistic. Gideon, the answer is for you. All right, you people are way too smart. So Gideon, let me see here. Okay, let me make sure I have the record right. So Gideon, make sure that I'm correct. Gideon was 13 plus another 2. That puts you at 15K. All right. Um, motion bend, you have been overtaken by Gideon because you are at 14. Gideon is at 15. Okay? All right. All right. So Gideon Gideon is bent on taking your position. He wants to dethrone you, motion bent. Okay? All right. We move. All right, next question. This personality disorder. Okay? One, no, I think we discussed this before, so I'm going to avoid that question. We already discussed. So, disorder. They cannot make a decision on their own. Okay? They cannot make a decision on their own. Dependent. Who said it first? Dependent. Who said it first? Amuche. So, Amuche, that goes to you. I believe this is 4,000 for you, Amuche. All right. Oh my goodness, you people are extremely smart. Okay. All right. Next question. This personality, okay? These guys are, they thrive in seeing that everything, hold on, let me make sure. Okay. So this personality, they thrive. No, you gotta let me finish the question, okay? You guys have to, they thrive in seeing that everything is perfect. They are inflexible with morality. It is their way or the highway. Everything has to be perfect. It is obsessive compulsive. You are right. Okay? Amuche, that goes to you. So Amuche, you have another 2,000. So that puts you at 6,000. All right. All right. Should we continue? Who said they answered it first? Gideon, I don't think you were the one. Gideon, I don't think you were the one. But Gideon, what you have ended up doing is that you are still leading. You're leading with 15,000, followed by Motion Bend. Um, Adeyemi is not far from you guys. Okay. Let me see. Amuche, you got 6,000. Where is Adeyemi here? is a day. I have you at 9,000. Is that correct? A day, is that correct? I have you at 9,000. Is that correct? A day. Correct. So, all right. So let me make sure I have this correct. Amuche, 6 grand. Okay. Gideon, you have 15,000. Um, Motion bend, you have 14,000. Okay. Adeyemi, you have 9,000. Vivian, I wrote you down. Vivian, how much do you have? Vivian, can you hear me? Okay. All right. Making sure we are on the same page here. Vivian, how much you have? Okay, Vivian, 40. All right. Vivian, you have 4,000. All right. So I'm gonna take I'm gonna take 5 more questions and we call it a day. Okay? 5 more questions. Question number one. Um, if someone if someone comes to you and if someone comes to you and they have Bell's palsy, how do you treat it? Someone has Bell's palsy, how do you treat it? Artificial tears, motion bend, motion bend 2K. So that puts you at 16 grand. So there's something you need to know about Bell's palsy. Um, we don't know what the cause is. Okay, there are so many theories as to what causes it. Okay, but in reality, we don't know exactly what the cause is. Okay, and sometimes when you don't know the cause of anything, it's hard to treat it. Um, so one of the things you can do is to give it different things. It helps in terms of addressing the symptom. You can give artificial tear. All right. So that's very important. All right. Next question. If a patient has absent seizure, okay, we already agree that the most common type of seizure in children is absent seizure. If a patient has absent seizure, what is the number one treatment of choice that you can give? The number one medication that you can give. You are very convinced that this patient has absent seizure. The answer is etusizumab. Motion bend, you are absolutely correct. So motion bend has another 2,000. That puts him at 18,000 naira. Wow. Wow. Talk about being a champion. Talk about wanting to raise money to take care of your brother. You are 2,000 away from reaching the goal. The treatment is eposucimide. So far, let's recap where we are. Motion bend, you have 18,000. You are leading. You are the number one champion for now. Gideon, you have 15,000. Amuche, you have 6,000. Adeyem, you have 9,000. Vivian, you have 4,000. All right. Talk about wanting to raise money to treat, to help get treatment for your brother. That is impressive, motion bend. I am extremely proud of you. All right, next question. Next question. So, um, next question. Give me 1 second. If someone had a fall, okay? If someone had a fall and you want to make sure that they don't have any bleeding, okay? And or they don't have any fracture, what is the number one test? What is the number one imaging? The initial imaging that you will order. Head CT, Amuche. Amuche, I am impressed. Okay. Amuche, you have another 2K. That brings you to 8,000. And that is absolutely correct. If someone is involved in an accident, in a motor vehicle accident, and they hit their head, or you have an elderly person who is taken out, okay, and they had a, there's a chance that they may have hit their head somewhere. The number one imaging that you're going to order to make sure that they don't have bleeding, okay, that is the head CT scan. Okay, are you going to order that CT with contrast or non-contrast? That's a bonus question. We agree that it's going to be a head CT scan. Is it with contrast or no contrast? Without contrast, motion bend, you have 19,000. 19,000. So yes, if you suspect that someone could have bleeding going on after they had a fall, or maybe after being involved in motor vehicle accident, okay, you order a head CT scan without contrast. All right. So that's it. So far, Amuche, you have 8,000. Gideon, you have. Okay. All right. I apologize for the inconsistency. I think we will have to call it a day at this point. I appreciate you guys joining. Okay. Next time, we're gonna do this, and it's gonna be much better than today. I'm gonna post announcement on my Facebook page, and we're gonna go from there. All right. I appreciate you guys' support. Again, next time, we're gonna have at least between 10, 15 people, and the next one is gonna be better than this one. So again, remember, the questions will only come from the videos that I posted, and that's where the questions will come from. As long as you're reviewing those questions, making sure you're taking a note when you're reviewing those questions, you will get it right. Okay, you will get it right. So stay safe, stay healthy, humble, continue to work hard and put in the best effort that you can, and continue to believe in God. Everything is possible. All right? Have a wonderful day. Bless you guys. Thank you. All right? Thank you. So check my Facebook page. I will post announcement for our next live stream. All right. Again, make sure next time invite other people. We want to be able to spread this information and as many people as involved. Again, don't be scared of competition. If you know what you're doing, you will win. See how many people won, right? See how many people won. Somebody won 19,000. Somebody won 16. Somebody won 19,000. Somebody won um, 15,000. Somebody won 8,000. Somebody won 9,000. Somebody won 4,000. So do not be afraid of competition. The more people participate, if I see more people, let me tell you guys, if I see more people participate, I can do this every day. Okay? So it is up to you guys now. If you want this to continue more frequently, let's spread the news. Let's get more people to participate. The more people participate, the more I will do it. I can do it every week if I see more participation. That way, people will win more. Okay? Motion then has won 19,000. I never knew his brother needed treatment for his ear. Alright? You might have a project, you might have a business, you might have something going on in your life that you want to be able to address financially. You put in the work, you study those videos, you come here. You never know. You can win. Okay? But you have to try, you have to put in the effort. Motion then, almost every time I host this live stream, the young man is always going home with 15,000 and above. You can go back and look at the video. The young man has made so much money from this show. Okay? He has made so much money from this show. I've never met him. I don't know who he is, but he just puts in the effort. And that's what this is about. If you put in the effort, you get rewarded. Okay? And you can apply this information to better your health. Okay? So that's it. I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Alright? Have a wonderful week ahead. Okay, bye.